and
Nos Hosseini.
Thanks very much.
Thank you so much. It's very heartwarming to see all of you here today fighting alongside the men and women who have suffered. They've suffered since the 1979 revolution. They have suffered. They've been oppressed. Their human rights have been abused by this disgusting and despicable and barbaric regime. Thank you all for banding together, for showing the people of Iran, showing the women, the students, as they're on their hunger strikes, showing the political prisoners, showing the lawyers that are in prison who are suffering at the hands of the barbaric Iranian authorities, who are being raped in jail, who are raped in front of their husbands, young women who are taken away, protesters who are taken away for being outspoken. Why are Iranian women not allowed to dress as they please? Why? Why can't they choose whether they want to veil or not to veil? Why can't they choose whether they should be able to express themselves? Why is it that the children of the Iranian lawmakers, the so-called leaders and the parliamentarians can wear whatever they want and live a life of luxury abroad and dress as they wish? Meanwhile, someone like Nos Hosseini paid with her life for her freedom. She paid with her life. This is not on. Why are married women only able to study with the permission of their husbands? Why are women banned from leaving their homes without approval from the male head of the household? Why are men and women who are not married, who are in relationships with each other, not allowed to be in public together? Why do the morality police question them? Why do they pull them aside on the street and question them and say, what's the nature of your relationship? Well, what's it to you? Why are Iranians not allowed to have parties, to socialize with the opposite sex, to drink alcohol? Why is it that they can't express their political opinion? Why is it that they can't express their culture or their values? Why are Kurdish and Arab women not permitted to name their children a culturally significant name? Why are ethnic minorities and religious minorities persecuted? Why are ethnic minorities not permitted to celebrate their culture by wearing culturally significant clothing? Why are women denied equality before the law? Why is the testimony of a woman worth half of the testimony of a man? Why is the blood of a woman worth half of that of a man? Why are protesters being shot at? Why are they being abducted just for speaking up and speaking out? Why are they being detained? Why is Nilufar Hamidi, who took the infamous photo of Mahsa Amini as she lay in a coma on a hospital bed, abducted and taken away to an undisclosed location? I can only imagine what torture and trauma they're inflicting upon this brave and courageous young woman. Why are prominent lawyers like Nasrin Sotoudeh and Narges Mohammadi languishing in prison? Do you want to know why? It's because the Iranian regime wants to demonize women. It wants to demonize the Iranian people. It doesn't accept any form of resistance or opposition or act of defiance that undermines it because it is weak. Only the weak rule with an iron fist. Only the weak of mind oppress people and stop them from speaking out and expressing themselves. The regime wants to continue to restrict and control women, take away their agency, take away their power, take away their freedom to choose and their fundamental human rights, take away their liberty and take away their right to protest. Let's all continue to unite together and present a strong front and show solidarity to the brave and courageous men and women of Iran that are fighting on the streets, that have been protesting across all 31 provinces in Iran, so that the power of the people and the strong voices of the courageous Iranians that has blocked internet access gets out there. Let's help get that information spread across the world. The regime has chipped away at the rights of women and continues to oppress them. It's denied women gender equality in the political, social and economic sectors. It's denied women their human rights and their basic liberties. Men's rights, the rights of children, the rights of unionists, political activists and journalists, bloggers, athletes, ethnic and religious minorities. LGBTQI rights have been suppressed. The regime engages in so many atrocities, including the burial of women up to their neck and men up to their waist, and they're stoned to death if they're convicted of committing adultery. It engages in eye gouging. It engages in the physical and psychological torture of those whom it detains and imprisons. The execution of political prisoners by firing squad. The discarding of dead bodies and throwing them in unmarked graves. It hangs minors and ethnic and religious minorities with cranes. The people of Iran have had enough. They're showing so much bravery and so much courage as they take to the streets, and we stand with them. We applaud them. We honour them. We are your voice, and we will continue to be your voice. Be strong and do not waver in the face of oppression, and know that the world is watching, and know that the world is with you and you are not alone. Let's all break free of the shackles that are imposed on the Iranian people by the regime and remove that stranglehold that's oppressed them and held them back for far too long. I'd like to take this opportunity to honour the memory of Mahsa Amini, who has served as a symbol for the people of Iran. She has united the people of Iran and Iranians abroad in their pursuit for freedom, liberty and human rights, and their desire to take their country back, their desire to change the regime. And we honour the memory of 32-year-old Ghazaleh, who sustained a direct shot to her forehead in the town of Amol, and her parents graciously donated her organs. We honour the memory of Hanan Nekia, who only got married a few months ago, and she was killed as she peacefully protested. We honour the memory of Hadis Najafi, a 20-year-old woman who was shot in the chest, face and neck. She was shot 6 times. If the international community do not unite and put pressure, external pressure on the Iranian regime, things will not change. We will see this bloodshed continue. When are things going to change? One Mahsa is one Mahsa too many. One Hanane is one Hanane too many. One Ghazaleh is one Ghazaleh too many. One Hadis is one Hadis too many. One Neda Agha Sultan is one Neda Agha Sultan too many. One Satar Beheshti is one Satar Beheshti too many. One Navid Afkari is one Navid Afkari too many. One Zara Kazemi is one Zara Kazemi too many. Oppression is oppression wherever it occurs. Persecution is persecution wherever it occurs. One more death is one more death too many. One more murder, one more execution of a woman, a protester, a blogger, a student, an athlete, a political prisoner, a unionist, a religious or ethnic minority, a member of the LGBTQI community is one murder and one execution too many. Let's stand together and work towards finally achieving a free Iran and reclaiming Iran for the people of Iran. And we'd like to also let you know that we're all going to work together on some sort of tangible outcome and produce a petition. So the more support we can get for this petition, we can ensure that the Australian government debates it in Parliament and makes sure that the death of Mahsa Amini and the death of all these protesters that are fighting for their lives on the streets were not in vain. Thank you, everyone.
شب صحبتهای کردن.
Say her name.
Mahsa Amini.
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 Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what
دوستان عزیزی که پرچم‌های آوردین که بهتون گفته شده نیارین یا عکس‌های آوردین که بهتون گفته شده، اینها نماینده برگزار کننده ها و صدای ملت ایران نیستن. اینا هر کدومشون نماینده خودشونن. بنابراین